Yo, what it do, what it does, and what are we doing? Well, got a little song playing in the background. I was looking up some stuff. What is this that I'm listening to? It's by William Basinski. Silent Night by William Basinski. But guess I'll go ahead and hit the pause on that thing with a control. Uh, I would just, I be watching the sports. I catch the sports, basketball, football. That's about it. I don't watch no hockey, no baseball. Uh, and so the NBA, that's what's active right now, and been watching it. Well, at least keeping my eye on it for a long time, or keeping my ear to the NBA streets. And somebody who there was someone that was a player for the Knicks who was who went to the basket and did a between the legs dunk in the game. But what caught my attention was that there was a player there to you know to contest, and that's supposed to at least pose a threat and make you just go for a straight dunk, two-handed, one hand tomahawk, whatever you do, not between the legs, unless the defender knows not to do that, or the player knows that the defender would not defend at this particular point. Because it's one thing you do some type of basic cop back slam, or two hand, or even dunk on the defender who's trying to oppose you. But the dude just came in and did the fake little jump, while Obi Toppin did a between the legs dunk. Obi Toppin, he's branded as a dunker, and so it's like a part of the business is that they're selling these products, and this product is a dunker, and so there has to be times where this product can show what it is and what it can do. And I don't think that makes it fake as much as it's a business, and this is what they're doing for the business. Basketball is a game. The NBA is a business, and I mean, it's like everybody got roles to play. I mean, I recall. I wish I recorded the clip or something so I could remember, because that would be hard to find. But I seen Glenn Robinson III when he played for the Indiana Pacers. Now I see these dudes carrying, palming the ball, just all kinds of travel violations that are never called. And this man did one of the cleanest crossovers I've seen in years, especially for someone to be 6'7", 6'8", and he was called for a travel. He wasn't supposed to do it. That's not his role, or he hasn't earned that role to be that player. Now, it's many players out there trying to make a name and do stuff, but and that could be used against what I'm saying. But that was, I mean, it just stood out. It was just so clear, just so so egregious. I mean, you can't help but to, take note, especially if you already been noticing a whole lot of things. I mean, because I'm sure like JaVale McGee, he can handle the ball, but he hasn't earned that role. I'm wondering if if you're in okay, like a JaVale McGee, where he shows that he comes to practice and practice those shots, and mostly those shots they'll let him shoot. Versus players don't practice exclusively practice certain things, even though they can do it, and they're not able to do it in the game. I wonder, what's the deal with Bobo? Like, is it on him that he's not playing, or is it on the NBA? Because the man looked like he got some talent, but I mean, maybe he doesn't work on his game like a Josh Smith. Because I think Josh Smith was the same thing coming out of high school, and his game never really grew. I mean, he just started shooting the ball, but every time he shoot it, it looks like he's never shot before. I mean, to the point where fans in the arena were screaming, "No!" when he's about to shoot the ball, And he had the nerve his last season here, when the season started, he said, "Hey, you can call me mid-range shouter," because they say, "Hey, we heard you been working on your jump shot. You gonna be shooting the ball a lot more." This man said, "Hey, call me mid-range shouter," but mid-range shouter. Yeah, and where's Josh Smith? Athletic, great defender, all kind of stuff. This man should have been in the NBA. I mean, look at the dude. I think his name is Robert Williams for the Boston Celtics. All he doesn't, all he does is dunk, get rebounds, block shots, catch alley oops. Not that Josh Smith. I mean, Josh Smith can do all that, but I think he wanted to do more, but didn't put in the work. To earn the right, so to speak, to do these things in the game, to pose as this product. But if you ain't being approved by the team, I guess they're not proving that a product to be out there. But yeah, I don't think it's fake. I think it's just a business, y'all. And I mean, as we get older, we see things for what they are. I mean, no wonder everything has always been geared for kids. You get older, you see things for what they are, and it's the marketing and advertisements aren't as effective. And I guess that's ideally speaking. We when we grow older, oh yeah, when we grow older, and we supposed to mature, gain knowledge, things like that. And I really just wanted to, just throw that out there, throw my thoughts on it, put my piece on it, you know what I'm saying? Put in my puzzle piece, saying there was a space for it, a slot for it. Um, I'm hoping, I mean, I got a little more into it, but I did want to say, like, why did this Brian Flores thing come out during Black History Month? And it's coming out while, the NFL is taking a break, just it's like they using this stuff to keep their names out there. Rather the lawsuit is real or not, it just seems to just come at a certain time. Even though, I guess on the flip side, this would be a great time because everybody paying attention. It's Black History Month, and this is a part of making Black history, Black American history, I guess. Cause you ain't finna sit here and tell me, this black person was the first and that black person was the first. Like, dang, the black people just started to exist 400 years ago. Black folk weren't doing stuff before that. Wasn't there great kingdoms, where people were doing all these things in the past? Yeah, maybe it's me who's not as knowledgeable on this, but I went to school, grew up learning about North Africa, Egypt, Northeast Africa. I ain't learned about what was, under the Sahara, like West Africa and South Africa. I ain't learned about that. Know everything about the pyramids, but nothing about West Africa. As if nothing happened out there, which I know that can't be the case. I think it just happened so long ago. Anyway, I don't want to go into that. I'm sorry about it. Sorry for the digression. Y'all know how I can get on a tangent line, cause that's it. That is what I call my stuff. My stuff is called a tangent line. Look it up, cause I've mentioned what it was in other videos. I might mention it again, but not this time. But so I guess not the Brian Flores, but Eric Bieniemy. I don't think that man ever wanted to be a head coach, or it was his intentions. It was more like you're a hot candidate. Won't you just do an interview? You don't have to take the job. Just do some interviews. Just see how you like it. On a level like that. Because I can't see him just being straight complicit with it, and like let's trick the people and make them think we interviewing black coaches. This man might have just been, okay, I do that, and I'm sure they probably get paid for it. Going to see about it, but that's neither here or there. So it's like it's all a part of the business, and I mean, man, No matter what happens, it's like, when is the league wrong? When are the owners ever wrong? They're never wrong. It's a part of the business. Like, this my business and I run my business how I want. So I'm gonna hire who I want. Things of that nature. And on one hand, that actually seems okay. On the other hand, the problem is it's hard to get work anywhere else. Because everybody got a business and only hiring their people. So where you gonna work at? Because you ain't people with none of these people. That's where we present a problem. And we're in a place where everyone is supposed to be included and have a chance. I mean, they better turn this thing to something other than a democracy or a republic so that they can make this stuff happen, which we don't want, by the way. But yeah. So Airbnb used as a token Negro. I don't think he's complicit, as I said. I think that he's just, just going along, just saying what it was hitting for, following their suggestions, as I said. And I can't say I'm not gonna keep watching, but I watch less and less as time go on, just as much as planes fly lower and lower as the years. I mean, every year, as the years go by. Another one. Another one. I can't say it how you say it, but I can see myself not watching at some point. I mean, it's not the same. It's like I gained the habit of watching it when I was young, and aside from the game itself, I mean, it's really something that every year when the sports season starts, there's a real euphoric, blissful feeling that comes with it. Just showing another example of how there are people in this world that make things happen. There are other people that don't. It'll be like the person with all the money got all the ideas or got the money to do stuff, but they can't do it. They need other skilled laborers to do it, so to speak. And I'm talking about all the stuff on TV, including the sports, is something it put into our minds so that we can manifest a certain reality, seeing that what we think is what life really is. When I say what we think, I don't mean like the thoughts you have, that's reality, but that's not separate from it either. It's almost as if you don't get it, then that is completely false. But when you get it, that is nothing but a parcel of truth, along with all the other parcels that we call as a whole truth, real, life, God, universe, the Most High, all these things. But like I said, I was just throwing it out there, man. I ain't trying to discourage nobody from the sports, but I'm just giving something to think about. And when you think about certain things, and you glean things from those things that you are reflecting on, it's like you eat food for the invisible stuff, and you put back out the visible stuff. And so it's like whatever invisible things you getting from your reflections is gonna show up in other reflections, or you gonna reflect on that in other reflections, however you want to see it. And so it's not just about thinking about one thing, it's about thinking, period. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video like this here, man. Get with it or get listeners, please.